Hey y'all, what is up everybody? What is up YouTube? Sparky Mark here, and I'm back to do pre-order vids. This is going to be two. One is for this and the other one's a Kickstarter. But this we're going to start with because unfortunately you have 12 days. That's going to end on April 28th at midnight. So this is the Ultimate Aliens Companion Documentary 40th Anniversary Edition. From the folks over at CreatorVC, physical copies will be released on June of this year, marking 40 years since Aliens was released. And in the trailer, if you didn't see it, I'll leave you in the description box down below, and as well as because in the end of the trailer, James Cameron says in his own words, he was born to make that movie. Every last detail of the film. He was born to make that movie. So yeah, and with that, let's look at the additions. We got Sigourney Weaver as our heroine, Ellen Ripley. So yeah, Aliens Expanded with a Blu-ray, special features Blu-ray, 15 hours of special features, 40th anniversary slipcase, 32-page booklet, and you can get digital documentary if you want. It's your choice, but I'm sticking with the physical. That's going to be about $64.99 plus shipping, I believe, as well, because this is coming from the UK for the record. Digital only is $39.99. So yeah, that's all for now. And now here it is with the details and everything. Cool, pretty cool. Look at that, Ultimate Aliens Companion limited run for only 2 weeks. Oof, better get it while you can. You have interviews from the director and also Gail Ann Hurd, the producer, Sigourney Weaver, Michael Biehn, Paul Reiser, Lance Hendrickson, and as well as some of the awesome characters. Spockmeyer, played by Daniel Cash, Carrie Hand played Newt, Janet Goldstein played Private Vasquez, Mark Ralston, Private Drake, awesome, William Hope as Lieutenant Gorman, Colette Hiller as Corporal Farrow, awesome, and more interviews with the supporting cast. Rico Ross played Private Frost, Cynthia Scott played Corporal Dietrich. Then you have the author Alan Dean Foster, and then creature effects by the great Alec Gillis, sound department Graham Hartstone, and model maker John Lee. So yeah, pause this and read it carefully. Matt Winston as well, the son of Stan Winston and co-founder of the Stan Winston School. Tom Woodruff Jr., creature effects. Okay, so pause these and read it. Oh, look at that. Derek Defoe, Alien Theory YouTube channel. Alrighty. So yeah, you got 2 weeks. The link will be in the description box. Alrighty, like I said, link will be in the description box. So on to the next one. Alright, folks, so the next one is going to be a Kickstarter for Fight to Survive, The Legacy of Bloodsport. Celebrate the film's 20th anniversary, and in 2028 will be 40 years since the film came out. And if you're looking at here, if anybody does seen the film, let me know in the comments. Have you seen Bloodsport? Have you heard of Jean-Claude Van Damme before or after any of his other projects? Nobody told you about this one. So yeah, but he did an earlier film playing a violent Russian boxer in No Retreat, No Surrender. So yeah, that was his early film he did. And of course this was his big major role, and he plays the role of an American military dude named Frank Dukes. So yeah, he played Frank Dukes. What do you know? This is coming from the UK as well, and if you see the synopsis, and of course an underground, what is it? Underground fighting sport called Kumite. And these were the promos that were out at the time for the film. And you have interviews with cast and crew from Donald Gibb, he was also in the sequel of Bloodsport. And you might know him as Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds, and he came back for the sequels of that. And then he plays Ray Jackson in the first one, and he came back in the sequel. I gotta say, I gotta love Donald Gibb. He's awesome. Sheldon Lech, writer and director, who was the writer for Bloodsport, Lionheart, and director and writer of Double Impact. He's interviewed, and he wrote the script for Bloodsport. Leah Ayers, who plays the love interest and reporter, and you might know her for other projects she had done. She plays the love interest reporter. And then you have Paulo Tocha. Death Warrant, another Van Damme film. Awesome. Yorman Globus, the producer. Paulo Tocha is an actor as well, so he worked with Jean-Claude Van Damme in those projects. Yorman Globus, producer. Masters of the Universe, Superman 4, and Bloodsport. Also composer by the name of Paul Herzog. Bloodsport, Kickboxer, and The Last Kumite. That was a documentary. Also, Abdel Quizzi. Yeah. He was in Lionheart, The Quest, The Order, The Last Kumite. James P. Bennett, who was in the Kickboxer Retaliation and did other projects. Keith Cook, China O'Brien, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I gotta say it was okay, but it wasn't that great. Not a big fan of that one. Also, The King of the Kickboxers. And then you got another composer, Cobra Kai, Zach Robinson, and then you have Matthias Landwehr, actor from Ultimate Justice and The Last Kumite. And you got more interviews to be announced soon. So yeah, here's the rewards, limited edition Blu-ray. And then you got documentary on limited edition Blu-ray, Kickboxer feature. That's cool. Documentary limited edition Blu-ray of autograph of your choice. Become executive producer, Blu-ray plus poster. So yeah, pause these and read it as I go. Alrighty. So that's all you got, folks. That's the rewards and that's the campaign and the perks. Here you have the prices. Estimated delivery will be on the 28th of July, because that's going to be marking for the film's 40th anniversary, for the record. £300 is about $408. And as I kept rolling and I didn't say any of these, look at these very carefully before you purchase them. Sounds reasonable. I'll get one with a signature. My choice. So yeah. Pause each way I'm scrolling and read it carefully to the details. So yeah. So you gotta know, folks. The links will be in the description box down below. So if you like content like this or any other content on this channel, please click the bell on the subscribe button to be notified of all new uploads. Like the videos, always appreciate thumbs ups. Having an opinion related to the contents, comments down below. Also, on the YouTube posts, I often post what time I post videos at a certain time, or anything, like links to other websites, whatever, that's interest anybody or so, or notify of anything that's going to be uploading soon. Keep an eye on that on the YouTube posts daily and weekly. That's what I meant when I said about click the bell to be notified of uploads, also on the YouTube post as well. Keep an eye on any of those for both daily and weekly. You'll never know what's gonna pop up, folks. Also, give a shout out to a thing of ours to the collectors out there from physical media, watch, toys, products, masks, all you collectors out there, and also for all you travelers and bloggers and convention goers. Shouts to you all as well, and shouts to my subscribers. You know who you all are. Shouts to you all, kitty, cats, and dogs. Shouts to you all. So yeah, and plus you have until May 3rd on a Sunday at about 11 a.m. Eastern Time, EDT to be exact. So better, if you want to get this, get it while you can. Same time for the other of limited run as well. So yeah, so y'all, this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off, y'all. Take care. God bless you. Enjoy Thursday, y'all. And later. Gotta go.